Hi Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Happy Halloween if you celebrate Halloween. Otherwise, happy Friday. Yay. I know, I am in desperate need of a weekend. This is the last Friday, the last day, the last Friday of the month, and on my channel, I like to greet the new subscribers that I can see kind of on the back end of my channel's analytics. So I would like to welcome a whole bunch of people, and I know there's more of you, and I would just really love to hear from you in the comment section. Please feel free to, you can leave an emoji, you can leave a Halloween emoji, you can leave a waving emoji if you don't feel comfortable, or you can give this video a thumbs up, which I do appreciate. So I want to start off this video by welcoming Renee, Mallory, Joe, Richard, Claire, Stephanie, Kathy, Alfgood, Padgy, Patty, Ale, not quite sure how to say that one, Almy, GMA Pinky, Jules the Wren, Alexandra, Amber, Kinney Woman, Tracy Nut Stacy, Anne, Kathy, Paul, Scott, Europa, Nadine, Vicky, Dennis, Becky, Leah, Chen, Zizzy, Gummy Bear, CMG, Julie, Brenda, Constance, Tracy, and Mary Pat. I'd also like to welcome two people with channels. One of them is active, the other one I think they've stepped away from their channel. So I want to welcome Secondhand Shan, like Shannon. I hope I'm saying that right. I'd love to hear more about you, and look forward to checking out your channel. And then the other one is Books According to Jen, which again I think is such a fantastic title and fantastic name for a channel. She has not posted any videos for 12 years, but you know, maybe Jen is out there watching Booktube, and so Jen, I would love to hear from you in the comment section, even if you're not returning to Booktube. So I will link to both those channels down below. Again, please be sure to check them out. Now, it was a week that felt like it was 2 weeks in one, and so I'm gonna keep this short because I really wanted to make this video because I finally have finished some things, and so I wanted to talk to you about them before Saturday. So I did finish reading my big Victober read, which was Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, and I have a lot to say about Oliver Twist. I still don't know what I'm gonna rate it. But I'm gonna do a separate video on my thoughts about Oliver Twist. Hopefully that will go up this weekend, and I think we're gonna need the whiteboard to talk about Oliver Twist. So anyway, but yeah, so I did finish my Victober read in Victober, which is fantastic. Another Victorian short story that I read. So earlier this year, I showed you guys Oscar Wilde's complete short fiction, and so many of you like left comments about, oh, read this, but by far and away, the one I heard the most about was The Canterville Ghost. So in between reading Oliver Twist and what I'm going to be reading next, I thought I would read it, and it was fabulous. It was so great. Thank you guys so much for directing me to that short story. I really appreciate that recommendation. I found it so refreshing, and it felt so modern to me. The family in it, I could picture wearing like jeans and t-shirts. I had to like consciously remind myself that this is a Victorian short story. So anyway, it was great. I'm so excited to read more from this collection. I don't know if that's going to be something where I maybe read one a month or something along those lines. It's not a really long book. But yeah, so I'm very excited to read some more Oscar Wilde in the future. And then on interlibrary loan, I was able to get a book that I've wanted to read for a while, and I was inspired to finally take action by Miss Peepers-Reading-Corner, Katrina at Miss Peepers-Reading-Corner. I will link to her channel down below. She has been doing a whole series of videos about banned books. I remembered this book, and then she ended up posting a video about it this week. This book was the most challenged book in America in 2021. And I'm assuming that means public libraries and school libraries, but 2021, 2022, 2023, and came in second place in 2024. And I find that statistic fascinating. I didn't specifically request this, but I ended up getting, this is the deluxe edition of Genderqueer. I'm sure most of you are more familiar with the cover, which I actually like that other cover better, the first cover where it's a person looking down into the water and a person looking back up, like it's a kind of like a reflection effect, but it's okay. It's okay. I was just mainly happy to get it, and I flew through it. So Genderqueer is by Maia Kobabe. I hope I'm saying that right, and I do apologize if I am mispronouncing that. And this is a memoir, a coming-of-age story. I think it runs from when Maia is about 2 until Maia is in, and I'm just trying to use the right pronouns. The author uses a specific set of pronouns. It's ER, and EIR. So it's basically taking the gender out of pronouns. So instead of he or she, it's just E. Anyway, so it's a coming of age story from the time Maia is 2 to when E is in late 20s. And, you know, there's a part of me that really struggles to understand why this book has been so challenged, why people are so afraid of this book. And again, it's one of those things, you know, when you ban or challenge or censor a book, I think it just really draws people to it. You know, I have to say, like, I found the story more powerful than the drawings. You know, is this the greatest graphic novel ever? No, but I found their story. There were things in this story. Sorry, I just said there. There were things in this story that I totally got. I totally identified with. And there are things in this story that were completely new to me, like those pronouns. I've never experienced that with anyone. I've never had a person request those particular pronouns, but now I feel like, okay, like All right, I'm aware of this. Their journey is very, not air journey is very different from my own, but that's why we read books, right? That's why we explore stories to try to understand, to build maybe empathy. I'd like to believe some people are going to read this and they're going to really connect to it, and it's going to answer a lot of questions for them, and it's going to help them feel not so alone, which I think is a really important thing. So I understand, there's certain things about the book, there's sexting in the book. That's probably maybe the most graphic language. There's, a few scenes, but because it's a graphic novel, I mean, like, I guess some of the people who've challenged this have called this gay porn, which I just think that's just absolutely ridiculous. But I think the thing that's powerful about this book is that I bet all of us can relate to things in this book, and all of us will be opened up and more empathetic and compassionate and understanding of the things that make us different. So anyway, I'm going to link to Katrina's review, which is so much more articulate than mine. I am doing 2 buddy reads in November. Housekeeping by Marilynne Robinson. I started the year with Marilynne Robinson. A group of us read the Gilead Quartet at the beginning of the year, and so Nathan and I decided we were going to be Robinson completists, at least when it comes to fiction. I do own quite a bit of her nonfiction, but I'm scared of it. But anyway, so I know this isn't going to be a super happy story, but I am curious to see something outside of Gilead and that whole world from her. And then the other book is the House of Mirth, by Edith Wharton. I absolutely love this cover. Oh my god, I'm in love with these covers, you guys. They're so beautiful. Anyway, so I'm reading this with Joe. I'm reading Housekeeping with Nathan. I can't remember if I said that or not. But I'm reading with my friend Joe Smith. So I think it's gonna be fantastic. I'm excited. I'm excited to read some more Edith Wharton. I think at the end of last year I was like, why haven't I read more Edith Wharton? Like, I need to. So anyway, so again, I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you're reading. If you want to leave just an emoji in the comment section, please feel free to. Sorry that I wasn't my most brilliant in this particular video. I don't even know what those hand gestures were, but anyway, I'm hopefully gonna have a great weekend. So and I'm hopefully going to be back soon with a video about Oliver Twist. But until then, Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, be kind to others, gentle to others. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.